Hey everybody, it's Daddy1424 PG, otherwise known as the MediaPurchaseGuide.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at Spec Ops Online multiplayer. Remember to like, 2 thumbs up, subscribe, and leave some comments below. Let's get to it. So first things first, for everyone watching, we're going to be jumping right into a match. So if you want to find out any of the extras as I focus on these things here, like quick match, private match, headquarters, the customizations, the loadouts, the perks, be sure to stick around after the match. We also have invite friends and accept friends, but let's do it like we said. Let's jump into the quick match. Before we do that, I want to just talk about some of the things that you can notice with this character, and that is the texture mapping. With some of the things was just kind of slapped on with the clips and whatnot, and it doesn't seem very PS3. It kind of seems more subpar PS3. I would expect to see better from games like this. There are some clipping issues and some draw distance issues, but we'll show that in the actual gameplay. First and foremost, I'm not nagging this game or hating it. I do absolutely love it. It's definitely not the 6.5 that GameSpot has been talking about, but there are some issues, and I do want to bring those to your attention in case you're considering purchasing this game. So we're going to be jumping into a chaos or a standard deathmatch. Again, for more information on the different types of matches available, stick around after we get into the multiplayer match. Hopefully we're not going to hear too much chatter, and I'll be able to conduct the review properly. I haven't had a chance to jump into the story mode of the game. I've only been playing multiplayer. Again, I got my copy kind of late this time around, and I'm just trying to scratch the surface of it and get into it what I can. And I've done that with the multiplayer so far at this point. The multiplayer does have quite a bit of content built into it. Not as much as maybe games like BlazBlue Continuing Shift, where we talked about before in the past, has had a lot of goodies, but it definitely has more than your standard shooter. I think one of the reasons why GameSpot and those kind of companies gave us such a low score, well, besides the fact that they consistently are biased, more has to do with the fact that this game has been in development for such a long time, and I don't think lives up to the standards. When we're looking at the graphics of the character models here, it's very clean cut. The environmentals aren't bad. You can see some of the texture mapping of the environmentals aren't great. Do need to definitely be built up. The controls take some time getting used to, so keep that in mind. It's not your standard R3 clicking for sprint. It plays kind of similar to Gears. You'll see when you run and slide into cover, and then you can vault to cover and whatnot. So it has similar feels. The nice thing about this game and why it's gotten such hot buzz is simply due to the fact that you can use things like your environment. Sorry, let me make sure that guy was dead there. To kill enemies. So you can shoot things like sand structures like this, and the sand will concave in and kill the enemy. Ah! And I saw him too, just wasn't able to get it off in time. So the game does have a ranking up system. You can hear the sound is absolutely amazing. As you walk outside into these sandstorms, because it is a very desert kind of style game, it really plays like that and it works well for it. Things like this I just find are really cool. It's a little attention to detail. I'm going to zip line down here. Woo! Hoorah! Now I'll notice once I get inside, obviously I have a clear view from that point. And the map seems very quiet today. I found in the past when playing different modes and whatnot, it seems to be actually quite busy. Due to the level being so condensed and tight space, only having a 2 to 8, you're able to have everyone pretty much in a condensed tight area, so you're consistently having people to fight with. Well, somebody got him. The question is, from where? So we're coming up to a dead period of time, guys. In July, there's not a lot of games out there going to be coming out right now. So the question is, what do you guys want to see from me? Would walkthroughs be something that you guys are interested in seeing? Make sure to leave this stuff in the comments below. For those of you who have been with me in the beginning already, you know that I like to encourage participation and you guys making some recommendations. I try to accommodate those. At the same time as well, for those of you who are new, please start doing that as you guys make this possible for me. And I do like to try and address the games that you guys want to see. So today's the multiplayer. I'll also be sure to have a full review on this game, incorporating the single player as well. Oh, see a guy there. Oh, that didn't get him. So this match doesn't seem to have a lot of people. I'm not able to find them. Oh, here we go. Oh, he's back there. Thought he was totally somewhere different. So obviously I've joined the match at a later period of time. One of the other things about this game that I know is quite unique is the ability to have a lot of decisions affect your team and the outcome of the course of the game. Again, when comparing to games that have also been in works like Ghost Recon, Future Soldier, I don't think it quite lives up to the hype. I think it looks like quite an interesting game with interesting concepts. And it might be a sleeper. I know there's high expectations, and then you play the game and you think, oh, it's not great. But at the end of the day, I think there are going to be a lot of surprises with this game and a lot of innovations move forward that people might use in other development of other games. It is done by 2K. Another thing to keep in mind, if you're a fan of their style of gameplay and games, you might be very interested in it. So I see you. Gotcha. Promotion! Let's see if we can catch up here. Seems like both of us are reloading. It's stalemate. Yes, I see you, mister. Feel the wrath. 5 successive kills. And the multiplayer is fun. That's another thing that people tend to forget nowadays. They spend so much time focusing on the graphics, on the performance of the game, and how story-driven it has to be, that we forget simply about the core fundamentals of fun. Back in the day when we had games like Mario, we didn't care about the graphics. We played the game because it was straight up fun. How many of you can remember Perfect Dark, or James Bond, the original GoldenEye? That was an amazing, amazing game. So you can pick this up on Xbox 360, PS3, or PC if you're into PC gaming. Oh no, there he is. The comeback kill! Eye for an eye. On the brink of death. And that's the other thing it does well. It has these little, you can see pop-ups that come up, kind of challenges and whatnot. The trophies, one of the downsides I had as well, is the trophies were not at all on multiplayer. Everything was story oriented, and I know that it's not necessarily a bad thing, but people kind of want a reward as well for playing the multiplayer, not just playing the single player campaign. And that's where I felt they could have maybe incorporated some trophies into the multiplayer. Hopefully we see that in some DLCs in the future. When talking about the positives of this game, though, we talked about gameplay already, how fun it is, using your environment, and things like that, and the decision impacts. I believe, if I'm correct, and don't quote me on this, I haven't played the story, Nolan North, I think it's Nolan North, the guy who voices Drake, actually voices one of the characters in the game, and he's always, quite an amazing voice actor, and does great, great work. I'm saying Nolan North, and I'm thinking for a second here I might have the name wrong here. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I know it's a North in his name, or one of the two, something like that. Anyways, he's a great voice actor. The guy who does Drake. If you know his name, leave it in the comments below. So it looks like we're almost done the multiplayer match here. It may take some time. Actually, you know what? It may not, because it seems like the score normally goes up to 25. So I think what I'll do for the sake of this video is I probably will cancel this match since you've had the opportunity to see it. And like I promised you guys, cover some of the other modes for those who are interested in the customization and the depth of the multiplayer at this point. So we'll go ahead and jump out here. We finished pretty decent there. Playing catch up, got in a kill streak, 5 consecutive or 6 consecutive kills. Again, you promote yourself, you get different customizations. For those of you who are interested to know more than just the actual gameplay, that's what we're going to focus on right now. Okay, so here we are. So the first thing we're going to do is jump over into the headquarters segment. We talked about the quick matches already. So one of the first things we're looking at is the loadouts. The loadouts, obviously, your customization of your weapons. You can see the Exiles Alpha, Exiles Bravo, Exiles Charlie, Exiles Delta, and Exiles Echo. And that's, again, unlocked at rank 37. For the most part, these are pretty much the same. They have little advantages here and there. We will jump over into the classes. You can be a gunner, which gives you 20% damage increase for self and teammates within 15 millimeters. You also have advantages like a medic, which will give you 20% increase in self and teammate health. Heal DBNO teammates 45% faster and gives a 5-second invincibility. You also have the Breacher, 10% increase in explosives, and your Sniper, 20% accuracy increase for self and teammates within 15 meters. So again, you have to obviously unlock these things. You also get perks. You get up to 3 of them, and there's quite a list. And as you play the game, you unlock different perks. And it goes all the way down to about rank 44. So I would have to imagine that this is somewhere probably in the ballpark of about rank 50. So what you can use, so you can see there's definitely time in there for you to put in. But I think this is all the more reason why they should have added multiplayer trophies. So we have things like weight training, increased melee damage, commando, start with 2 extra magazines, tactician, slows enemy movement 20% with each hit. You also have things like your weapons, your assault, your SMG, your shotgun, your sniper. You have secondary, handgun, and heavy. If you jump out of here, we go into your armor. You can customize that as you play the game further. And get damage reduction by 15%, speed reduction 4%. And stuff like that. And then again, also customizing your kit, so your hats and whatnot. At the end of the day, though, all in all, great stuff to see from multiplayer, and you can see that there's definitely depth in there. I think we could see some improvements maybe in future updates with texture and clipping issues, and maybe some more modes added. You saw what the multiplayer was like. You can also do things like your titles, change that, even your badges, and you can check out your statistics. Let's see what my statistics are now. 56 kills and 53 deaths. All in all, though, guys, remember to stay tuned at a future date for my full review of the game as well as my story. Let me know if you want to see the walkthroughs, and keep checking me out for videos. We're hitting that dry time, so I'll keep you posted in my comment section or activity section of the YouTube channel for what I'm going to be putting out next and when I'm going to be putting out. Thanks for watching, guys. Daddy1424, like usual. Peace. Love.